Welcome back to another National PSI Real Estate Exam Prep. And today we're going to talk about agency relationships. And more specifically, we're going to go over 5 questions with their explanations as to why they are the answer. Unless another agreement is in place, the brokerage will usually receive the brokerage commission when the transaction is closed. A commission is typically earned once a buyer has been successfully procured. However, it is generally payable at the time of the sales closing, unless there is a written agreement specifying a different arrangement for the payment. A salesperson discovers a latent defect in a property. They should discuss the problem with the seller and then inform any prospective buyer about the defect. A salesperson or broker is required to discuss and disclose any material defects in the property to a prospective buyer. While the seller is not obligated to fix these defects, the salesperson should not organize repairs unless specifically instructed by the seller to do so. A listing contract must be signed by both the seller and the listing broker. All parties named in the listing contract must sign it. The contract establishes the agreement between the seller and the listing broker. Designated agency will most likely occur under what circumstance? Both the buyer and seller are represented by the same firm in the same transaction. Designated agency is a process that allows the firm's broker to appoint a specific agent to represent a client. Each appointed agency acts as a designated representative for their respective client, whether it is to be the seller or the buyer, and must not disclose any confidential information about the party that they represent. A property owner signed a 90-day listing with a brokerage. The owner passed away before the listing expired. The listing is now terminated automatically because of the death of the principal. A listing contract may be terminated if either party dies or becomes incapacitated. In such cases, neither the original intentions nor the listing period would keep the listing in effect. All right, this was 5 questions with their explanations as to why to help you pass your National PSI Real Estate Exam. If this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe because we drop a new video every week to help you pass your National PSI Real Estate Exam.